Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has sworn in the newly appointed members of the Parliament of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority. In his message at the oath-taking in Malacanang on Monday, the President highlighted the vital role of the BTA in achieving a future of peace, self-governance, and progress for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. He called on the new BTA officials to continue leading the Bangsamoro people and move forward amid the region's history of division and conflict. Marcos underscored the collective responsibility of the national and regional governments to protect the progress of the Bangsamoro peace process. He expressed confidence that the implementation of every signed peace agreement would lead to long-lasting peace. The President also said unity should prevail amid the diversity in faith and histories, and the shared desire for peace and progress is the foundation of the nation's identity. Aside from the oath-taking, Marcos joined the iftar or breaking of the fast in solidarity with the Bangsamoro community as they observe the holy month of Ramadan. Earlier, Marcos appointed Abdul Rauf Makakua as Bangsamoro interim chief minister. He will lead BARMMâ until the winners in the region's first parliamentary elections this October are proclaimed. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla on Monday warned fake news peddlers operating from outside the country that they may still face the full force of Philippine law. In an interview with reporters, Remulla explained that fake news may become actionable once it is defined as a form of cybercrime. Remulla noted that the borders are now getting closer and warned that time will come when law enforcers could go after those spreading fake news even from abroad. He meanwhile slammed the ill effects of disinformation and fake news on the public, saying that spreading lies can unsettle society. The National Bureau of Investigation is looking into the financial backers of fake news campaigns on social media, while Congress is also holding its own hearings on the spread of fake news. A lawmaker warned resource persons of a recent House hearing on fake news and online disinformation to refrain from attacking the proceedings. House Committee on Public Accounts Chair Joseph Stephen Paduano said that House rules on post-hearing criticisms prohibit discussions, attacks, or insults against committee hearings. He said violators may be cited in contempt due to undue interference. He noted that the House previously cited a block timer radio commentator from Cagayan in contempt after attacking the results of his committee's hearings. The House Tri-Committee is investigating the spread of fake news, manipulated content, and disinformation. In the previous hearing, Paduano moved to subpoena 24 vloggers and influencers who failed to attend despite receiving show cause orders. The committee scheduled its next hearing on April 8. In other news, the Manila International Airport Authority is bracing for the Holy Week exodus with an additional 10,000 to 15,000 passengers expected to use the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. MIAA General Manager Eric Ines clarifies that the projection was based on the figures from last year's Holy Week. He said that for the past 2 weeks, the average daily passenger volume is 135,000. Last year, there were about 1 million passengers at the NAIA from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, higher by 12% from over 926,000 in 2023. During Holy Week in 2024, NAIA logged the highest volume of passengers on Easter Sunday at 139,894, while the lowest tally was logged on Good Friday at 124,230. Meanwhile, Ines said there is no assurance whether the NAIA would suffer a power interruption during Holy Week. He noted that San Miguel-led new NAIA Infra Corporation, the airport's regulator, is in the process of improving the power source. NAIA Terminal 2 suffered power fluctuations on March 27, 2024, Holy Wednesday, during which the terminal's air conditioning units were affected for over 3 hours. In our business news, the Bureau of Internal Revenue reminded self-employed individuals and online sellers to file their annual tax returns before the deadline on April 15. BIR Commissioner Romeo Jr. reminded online sellers and sole proprietors to register their business under an individual's name instead of a corporation and then file their annual ITR using BIR Form 1701. They are also required to submit an auditor's report and financial statements prepared and signed by a BIR-accredited external auditor, particularly those whose annual sales exceed to 3 million pesos. Lumagi also said that this would ensure transparency, accuracy, and compliance with tax rules for businesses that have exceeded VAT threshold. The United Kingdom has launched the UK APAC Tech Growth Program to support British technologies and firms expanding in the Asia-Pacific region, including the Philippines. At the opening of the UK Southeast Asia Tech Week on Monday, Trade Commissioner Martin Kent said their partnership with Kickstart Ventures will drive innovations and expand technology solutions. The Commissioner also stressed that the program aims to enhance digitalization, AI adoption, and cybersecurity in the Philippines. The UK Southeast Asia Tech Week brought 12 tech firms offering solutions in data analytics, cybersecurity, and AI enterprise, as well as exploring business opportunities in the region. Meanwhile, the Philippines has launched a VAT refund program for items purchased by foreign tourists in the country. Eligible items include clothing, electronics, jewelry, food, and non-food consumables that are taken out of the country within 60 days. The Department of Finance said tourists can apply for a refund on locally purchased goods worth at least 3,000 pesos from accredited stores. Finance Secretary Ralph Recto said this initiative will significantly boost the country's economy by creating more jobs and increasing government revenue. Meanwhile, the Department of Finance will partner with a global operator for refunds to be processed electronically or in cash. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under Pna News. I am Marita Muaje. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.